I'm going to show you how to cook popcorn. This is very simple, very easy to do. Anybody can do this. Right, first of all, you need a good pan. This is the one I always use, and it's got a copper bottom, which makes it hold the heat better. So let's get the heat onto it. There we go. Now, get the pan nice and hot. Oil goes in the bottom of the pan. Doesn't matter what oil you use as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I've discovered. This is olive oil, but you can use corn oil. That seems to make sense as it's corn that you're cooking. How much oil to put in? Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Don't put too much in, otherwise the popcorn will end up soggy and oily, which won't be very nice at all. Too little and you won't manage to cook all of the popcorn. Now, this is in fact the second batch I've made in this saucepan, and I've got a few bits of black in there, which I'm just going to take out, more or less. There we go. Now, I always get the oil nice and hot before I put the corn in, and you can tell it's hot because you start to see little waves or creases forming across the top of the oil, and a little bit of smoke coming up. There's a little bit of smoke coming off that now, so that's ready for the corn to go in. How much corn to put in? Well, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Put too much in, it won't fit once it starts popping. And you can hear and see that that corn is sizzling nicely. Now, once it starts to pop, the oil will spit out through the edges of the pan. So I've discovered that if you put a piece of kitchen towel, it's on its way now, if you put a piece of kitchen towel over the top, it's quite hard to do one-handed, and then trap that with the lid, that will catch any oil spits that come up as the popcorn pops. And you can hear it starting to pop now. And you can give it a little shake. I don't think it necessarily makes any difference, but seems like a good idea. Some people say once it starts popping you can take it off the heat. I don't know about that. Just keep it there. It's on full heat. Seems to work okay for me if I do it that way. There we go, it's starting to get a bit livelier in there. The one big mistake you can make is to cook it for too long. And if you cook it for too long, you end up burning the popped kernels on the bottom of the pan. Here it's popping nicely, the rate is building up, and we'll just keep popping away until it goes a bit quieter. Whoops, that wasn't meant to happen. Whoops, get that back on there again. It's popping well. I'm going to just turn that down a bit now. Of course, you can control the amount of heat by moving it away from the heat. There we are. Maybe shake it a bit, get a few more kernels down to the bottom. Oh, lift the lid off there. Have a look in. I don't think any more are going to pop out. And you can hear it's just popping a little bit now, so that's probably enough. Now, it's very important, take it off the heat, otherwise you'll burn the ones at the bottom. Have a container ready. Don't try and find something later, you've got to have that container ready. That was possibly a little bit too long for that one, but most of those look perfectly cooked and not overcooked or burnt. Get the heat turned off. You can use your piece of kitchen towel there to wipe around the pan, but don't try and do that yet because it will be very hot. Okay, so leave that to cool down, and there is your unseasoned popcorn. Now, what we like to do is add some salt, and just grind some salt onto the popcorn, and then it's ready to serve. And there you have a healthy, nutritious snack rich in, I think it's selenium, and as most of it is air, it's not too high in calories. So there you go, enjoy.